Hey guys, today in this video I'm going to show you how to properly paint a door. There's a couple of tips and tricks on how to apply the paint that's going to give you the smoothest finish possible with no drips or bubbles. Let's do it.
If you are painting an existing door, your prep is key. Make sure to clean off the door and wipe it down a few times before painting. If there's any dust in the grooves, your paint will collect and it will cause clumps in the paint. Trust me, wipe it down. This one is a newly hung door in a renovation, so it's already primed and ready to go, but I will wipe it down in case it's collected any dust. Prep your space with a drop cloth and plastic sheet. Start by removing or taping off your door handles. You'll see though that I'm not going to be doing this because later on I'm going to show you a little trick that I like to do that requires you not to remove or tape them off. That's totally up to you. Keep in mind, I do paint a lot of things, so I have a very steady hand with practice. I start first by doing the mitres of any bevels and grooves that are in your door and pull outwards. The brush size is key because painting with bigger brushes, in my experience, it just ends up being sloppier and collects too much paint and then causes drips. I like to use one that's about 2 inches wide for these doors. The reason you do this is so that the corners don't collect paint. If you are pulling in towards the corner, the excess will build up there. It will drip down, and then when you move on to the next one, you're not going to notice and it will start to dry, and that's going to create a big blemish. It's okay if your paint goes onto the flat surface of the door. I just like to feather it out so that I get it all as smooth as possible and it doesn't have any paint buildup for when you roll it on. That's why it kind of looks like it's going on messy, but it's really me just getting the excess flattened out. Continue this method in all of your grooves and continuously check for drips. When you think you're good, another little one will sneak in. Once that is all dry, do it again. I like to do 2 coats. That way when you roll it on, you don't have to go back to the grooves. They're already fully finished and covered. Paint the bottom of your door so that way when you roll it on, you don't have to worry about getting too close to the floor, and same with the top.
If you don't have the steadiest hand, remove your hardware. I've painted for a while now and I'm pretty confident I'm not going to completely butcher the handle. So if you keep your wet rag around and paint right up to it and use your wet cloth before it is dry to take off any extra, and it'll stay super clean.
This works really well on hinges too. The science behind it, I guess, is that your hinges are not primed, so they're not actually going to accept paint well. That's why if you ever do paint a metal surface, you have to rough up and prime it. But in this case, once it overflows, you wipe it off and it's good to go.
In this case, I am only painting one side of the door. If you're painting both, then the sides of the door, like in here, can all go the same color. But a way to distinguish whether you're going to paint this the same color is when you open your door, you're going to see this side. So you're going to want to paint it this color. You don't see the other side. If you're inside the bathroom, you're going to see this color. So you're going to want to leave the side of the door this color. So in this case, I'm leaving this one white for now. This will stay white.
When you're all cut in and you have 2 solid coats on, you can just start rolling it on. Easy, right? But just make sure that you do your horizontal lines first for the cleanest finish. That way you can do your long side panels at the end to finish it off. Repeat this process for a second coat and your door is painted. Thanks for watching, guys. It definitely is a fairly easy project, but it creates such a big impact. A fresh coat of paint or some fun colors will bring your space a long way. See you next time.